Hello, this is Bullet, aka the Passive Aggressive Sherpa. It's been a busy week for me personally, and a busy week in the world of Destiny. First, we'll go through where Xur is and what he has for us. Then I want to share my thoughts on last Tuesday's 2.0 updates, as well as everything you need to know going into this weekend. But first, where is Xur and what does he have? Xur is in the Winding Cove, in his usual spot for the EDZ. Forgive me, I got a little distracted along the way. I had to pick up a little dusk shard thing. And then there's a cave you can jump through, and for some reason I thought it was up here and I missed it, and I just eventually said, screw it, I'll take the normal way. So just ignore this, unless you know where that cave is. And just run the normal path all the way to the back here, and then jump up and find him. Now, the first thing we'll see is the faded engram at the top. If you don't know, you can use 97 legendary shards to buy one. It promises you an exotic you don't already have. But if you do have every exotic, you'll end up with a dupe that you could have bought for just 10 shards at any vault location. Alright, onto his inventory. First up, we have the Knucklehead radar. And guess what? It's Forsaken Knucklehead radar, because we've got side options. So let's take a look at the primary perk. Upgrade Sensor Pack. Provides radar while you're aiming. Enhances your radar resolution while crouched. Then we have the usual mods. Then we have Bow Targeting. Improved target acquisition, accuracy, and aim down sight speed for bows. Hand Cannon Targeting. Improved target acquisition, accuracy, aim down sight speed, hand cannons. Then we have Hands On, gain super energy on melee kills. Then we have Shotgun Reserves, increase the amount of shotgun ammo you can carry. And lastly, Heavy Ammo Fire, increases the drop chance of heavy ammo on kill. The weapon this week, Prometheus Lens. And I believe this is just the regular old Prometheus Lens, and its primary perk. Prismatic Inferno fires a solar trace beam and generates damaging heat field that grows while the weapon continues to fire. And there's no point in going over these other perks because they're the same as always. At least I think they are. Alright, for the Warlock we have Vesper of Radius, and its primary perk is Planetary Torrent. Rifts release an arc shockwave when cast. Rift energy recharges faster when you are surrounded by enemies. And it's new Forsaken gear. We've got the usual mod perks, and then we've got Unflinching Bow Aim. Reduce flinching from incoming fire while aiming bows. Then we have Unflinching Fusion Rifle Aim. Does the same thing while you're using your fusion rifle. And then Unflinching Sniper Aim. Same thing, no flinching while you are aiming. And we have Special Ammo Finder. Increase the drop chance of special ammo on kill. And the last one, Scout Rifle Reserves. Increase the amount of scout rifle ammo you can carry. And that is awesome. And for the Hunter, we have Ashen Wake, and its primary perk, Bring the Heat. Fusion grenades now explode on impact and gain increased throw speed. Direct hits with fusion grenades will recharge grenade energy. That doesn't sound too bad. Then we have the usual mods. And then Fusion Rifle Loader, increase reload speed of fusion rifles. Hand Cannon Reloader, increase the hand cannon reload speed. And then Impact Induction, causing damage with a melee attack, reduces your grenade cooldown. Sweet. And we have Shotgun Scavenger. Shotguns get bonus reserves when you pick up special ammo. And the last rare perk is Heavy Ammo Finder. Increase the drop chance of heavy ammo on kill. Cool. Alright, then we have the Three of Coins. Don't bother getting them because they're not going to be here next week. They're getting rid of them for some reason. Then we have the Five of Swords. If you don't have one, get one. This allows you to enable modifiers in Nightfall Strikes. Prestige difficulty, more challenging modifiers apply, score multipliers. You should have this. And that's it for Xur this week. All right. I kind of want to rant a little bit. I have some thoughts on the update the update 2.0 that I'd like to talk about, as well as then dive into some things that are on the horizon and things you should know going into this weekend. All right, I want to take a moment to share some thoughts about Tuesday's update 2.0. It's going to sound like I'm shitting all over it at first, but bear with me here. I need to explain where my head was at when I finally got to start playing the game after the update. I was so excited for it and had all these plans to make a kick-ass video for the weekly reset. Then all my sites went down. You see, my full-time job is web designer, and I have dozens of personal sites and a few business sites that are all on one host. The hosting company is not mine, but as far as my clients are concerned, it is, because I'm the one that sold them their hosting accounts, and I manage them for my clients. Lately, my host has turned to shit, and last Tuesday was a prime example of that. This update was so important to me, and I couldn't give it the attention it deserved. I was forced to rush through it all in order to get the video out so that I could get back to work on trying to fix my sites. I would be trying to edit the video, and a client would email me. I'd have to stop and write them back. I'd be trying to record the audio, and then another client would call me. It was chaos for most of the day. But the time came later that afternoon that I could finally get back into the game, and to be honest, I couldn't have been more disappointed in what I saw. All the things that Bungie was doing that I wasn't happy about, but had been telling myself were no big deal, got thrown in my face. It all started fine when I logged in. I started with the flashpoint, and it wasn't too bad. It was on Mars. It took me a while to get it all done because I needed to do public events, and every time one was about to start, some dumbass, all by himself or with a friend, would start an escalation protocol that would postpone the public event. But I finally got it all done and was thrilled to see that truly powerful gear dropped. And not just powerful gear, but new Forsaken gear. It was unexpected and I loved it, but it all went downhill from there. You see, it turns out that Forsaken gear was just one of many things that were broke in the latest update. After completing the flashpoint, I moved on to the Crucible for some quick play action, and it was anything but quick. It took longer than usual to get into the game, but that didn't bother me too much. But what made me lose my shit was the sudden change to the time to spawn. It wasn't the short 2 seconds that it had been prior to the update. Now it's much longer. And to be honest, I'm done with the Crucible because of it. They seem unable to keep any kind of consistency throughout the game, and this is just another example of that. The increase in respawn time slows down the matches. I don't know if it's another glitch or if it was intentional. It's just another needless change if it was intentional. I don't understand why, and I haven't found an explanation as to why. It wasn't broke. They didn't need to fix that, and they just say, you know what? 2 seconds is too quick. Everybody loves it. Let's slow it down just to piss off everybody. Another bad idea from Bungie. Xur is no longer selling his 3 of coins. Why? Who fucking knows? The list of changes that seemingly make no sense are endless in 2.0. It's like there's no overall management. Like every department does their thing, and what we get is everyone doing their thing and no one overlooking to make sure that it's all cohesive. It's these little things that drive me crazy. I mean, why do we have heroic story missions and heroic adventures, but no more heroic strikes? Heroic strikes are what started it all. I realize now we're going to have 3 different strike options. It's like I think a 200, a 400, and a 500 or something like that. Why not call the 500 the heroic strike? There's less confusion that way, and it looks consistent throughout everything else in the game. I realize all of this may seem petty to you, but here's the thing. I've been playing Destiny 2 from day one. While other gamer channels bailed, I kept playing and I kept making videos. I was harshly critical of Bungie and the game, and I have said some very mean things about it over the past year, but I never stopped playing. How many other channels did that? Almost every single major Destiny channel I followed started making the move to other games, or at least they started slipping other games into their channel. I don't fault them for it. If I was smarter, I probably would have done that too. Because Destiny 2 was horrible at launch. I said it was horrible during the beta well over a year ago. When it was released, for 2 good months, most of the major Destiny gamer channels were in denial about how bad the game was. They overlooked the flaws, the little things, the obvious things, and ignored their fan base when the fan base was telling them how bad the game was. Bungie was in denial of how bad the game was until some of the bigger channels finally started to complain. I see this same thing happening again right now. Everyone seems to be thrilled with 2.0. I can't blame them, but there's a difference between now and then, and it's an important difference. Though I don't like several things that I see in 2.0, there's so much more that I do like. And I think what Bungie did in releasing this update prior to Forsaken was brilliant. One, it got all kinds of new people playing the game, and because of it, they were able to find all sorts of bugs that they can hopefully get fixed prior to launch in a couple of days. This will hopefully make the launch at least more bug-free than the past few expansions. That alone is a huge step in the right direction, and it took planning, and I appreciate that, because I can deal with the inconsistencies if everything works. I can deal with Xur not selling 3 coins. I think it's stupid to get rid of them, but whatever. There appears to be a lot of cool things on the way. How they all will play out, I have no idea, but I'm still very excited for Forsaken. I wasn't a fan of killing Cade. I think that's weak storytelling. I think the entire idea of a prison break is seriously simplistic, but it's a game, and if they do it right, it'll allow for many new quests and stories for years to come. In that way, it's genius. And I have to admit that I'm getting all wrapped up in the Cade thing. In the past few expansions, Ikora and Zavala have been wishy-washy and weak, in my opinion. But in this clip, it looks like she has redeemed herself. She looks strong again. And when she more or less suggests that Zavala's actions or his wanting to do nothing would be cowardice, I was blown away. Then when our guardian finally speaks, and that line he says, I cheered inside.
We are not an army. We are not conquerors. We need to keep our eyes on our home, our people.
This is Cade we're talking about. For us to do nothing is...
Say it.
Cowardice.
I refuse to bury any more friends.
You won't have to. Aldrin Sov is mine.
Oh, so good. I hope Forsaken is everything I want it to be. I know that's probably an impossibility, but I will be keeping an open mind as I play through it, and I promise, good or bad, I'll tell you. My point is, there's going to be a lot of opinions about Forsaken, and I'm guessing by what I have seen so far that most of these opinions are going to be positive because so many people want this to be great. And as much as I want it to be great, if it sucks, I'm not going to lie and say it's great. I'm not going to lie to myself and say it's great. So here's what to expect from me going into the next week or so. My plan right now is I'm going to play the first mission or two and then immediately render them out and post them here. I might add commentary to them. I probably won't, just because I don't want to ruin the gameplay, and I'm leaning towards just the gameplay footage so that you can see what's going on without having to be distracted by my annoying voice. Then once I complete the campaign, I'll post another video with some overall thoughts of what I've seen so far. Alright, enough of that. Let's talk about what you need to know going into the weekend. First is some Gambit information. Friday the 31st, that's today if you're watching the video, the day I uploaded it. Today on Twitch, Bungie will be live streaming some Gambit competition with Dr. Lupo on Twitch and MTashed. I think this is a good idea because it'll give a lot of us a chance to see the game before we spend what will probably be all day long tomorrow playing it. It's kind of like getting a head start, and I like that. Then tomorrow, September 1st, starting at 10 a.m. Pacific time, Gambit will be available for all players on every platform as long as they already have Destiny 2. It'll be live for 24 hours, and I also think that's great. Bungie's doing a good thing. It will give them a chance to work out any bugs before the launch on Tuesday. Well done. For all my complaining, I give Bungie a lot of credit for planning ahead like this. And I plan to be playing some Gambit myself, so look for a video late Saturday or early Sunday morning. One of the things Bungie posted about this week was an update or reveal of what's coming ahead over the next year in Destiny, and it's monumental. It looks like they're keeping their promise to keep us busy, so let's break it all down real quick and see what we can expect. There's a lot happening. We've already had the update. We're going to have Gambit September 1st, September 4th Forsaken launches, September 14th, the Raid Lair Last Wish, September 18th, Iron Banner returns, new Crucible map, September 25th, new Crucible mode Breakthrough goes live, and new Crucible maps live. In October, Festival of the Lost returns with a twist. And more, including weekly playlist updates, the evolution of the Dream City, and additional surprises. December sounds amazing. We have the free seasonal update, Season of the Forge, heavy machine guns, return, new weapons, new Crucible content, Iron Banner, gameplay updates, and seasonal ranks. And then we'll also have the annual pass content, Black Armory. This looks to be pretty good. If you've seen the special feature on this, they talked briefly about what it's involved, or some of what's involved with it, and it looks pretty cool. Looks like a ton of new weapons from the Golden Age. Then we'll have the free seasonal pass come spring 2019, featuring new weapons, new Crucible content, Iron Banner, gameplay updates, and seasonal ranks. And then the annual pass or expansion, Joker's Wild. And we get to learn all about the Drifter. New activities, Gambit Evolves, new exotics, new legendaries, new triumphs and collections, and bonus rewards. Then we take a look at summer 2019, another free seasonal update, Season of the Blank, new weapons, new Crucible content, Iron Banner, gameplay updates, and seasonal ranks. And then the last expansion of the year, Penumbra. New activity experience, new raid lair, new exotics, new legendaries, new triumphs and collections, and bonus rewards. There is so much going on in the game that I'm looking forward to. This weekend, the launch of Forsaken next week. The past month has been so awesome in the world of Destiny, and it looks like the coming weeks are going to be even better. And that's about it for this video. Remember, if you like this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It's always appreciated. And if we could get 1,187 likes on this video, that'd be great. But most of all, thanks for watching.